Hi, this is Pat from Nutritional Spirit. Today I'm going to make you a crostini, shiitake mushroom, and button mushroom dish, and I'm going to saute it together with some garlic and some salt and pepper and two kinds of vinegars. I like to use some of the umbashi vinegar, which is a Japanese vinegar. It's got a very pungent sort of taste to it, along with a little bit of balsamic vinegar, olive oil, and garlic heated up together, and then some red cooking wine and some organic tamari. Tamari is something that I like to use a lot. It's wheat-free for those that are allergic to wheat. And I'm going to saute this with some red onions for some beautiful red color, okay? So we're going to be cooking with some extra virgin organic olive oil, with some either minced garlic or garlic paste that you can make. And we're going to heat that up together so that the garlic infuses into the oil. All right, so we're heating that up. And after it's heated up, you want to put it about medium heat and start cooking the onions first, okay? And we'll caramelize the onions. Okay. Raise that heat up a little bit. Raise that up a little bit more. Now, what this is doing, I love to use red onions because red onions have a gorgeous, gorgeous reddish, purplish kind of color to it. And it's a really beautiful contrast to the browns and the whites of the brown crostini mushroom and the shiitake mushrooms and the white button mushrooms. I like to use a variety of mushrooms because when you use a variety of mushrooms, then it gives it a different shapes and textures, and it's always good to keep food interesting looking, beautiful, and delicious. So these are getting sauteed. All right, looks like it's about ready. I usually like to add the shiitake first, just because I want to make sure they're nice and cooked. Shiitake is excellent for you, raises your immunity, and is really great for so many aspects of your health. Used a lot in Asian cooking. Let me put the crostini and the button mushrooms in too. So you just basically thinly slice it to your particular preference. It doesn't have to be real thin. In fact, you don't want to slice it too thin because if you do, it'll break up during the cooking. So basically what we want to do is we want to saute it a bit. And after we saute a bit, then we want to put some of the seasoning in there. I'm going to start by putting some tamari. Just put a little drizzle of tamari for a little saltiness. Tamari is not only wheat-free, but it also is has a much more rich, pungent, deeper taste than soy sauce. So it's really a great sauce to use as a replacement for soy sauce. I'm going to heat this up a little bit more. I'm going to stir that up a little bit. Wow, I can already smell the cooking of the mushrooms. It's delicious. Next, I'm going to add a little drizzle of the umbashi plum vinegar. You don't want to add too much of this because it has a very strong taste. Okay, you want to just add just enough for flavor. Okay, stir it around some more. Oh, just love the smell of this aroma. Now I'm adding some balsamic, aged balsamic vinegar to this. And then I'm going to add some red wine, red cooking wine. And if you have some red wine that's already lying around the house because you had a glass, several glasses last night, that's perfectly fine too. Okay. Oh, now the aroma of the red wine and the vinegar and the tamari and all the mushrooms are just combining to form this amazing, delicious smell. I can't wait to taste this. Yum. You could see that the mushrooms are beginning to cook up. It's churning a deeper brown color too as it's cooking. And just keep stirring. and bringing the mushrooms that are at the bottom to the top so that it cooks evenly. And as far as, pans are concerned, any kind of pan you can use at home, but I would highly recommend using the stainless steel pan and not to use the Teflon coated pans because there are some health concerns behind the Teflon coated pans. So I always like to use the stainless steel pans like I am today. And you could see the mushrooms are softening up and they're really, really, looks like I missed one of the mushrooms and it's still whole. I pulled that one out. They're really, really cooking up nicely. Oh, yum. Now I'm going to add a little tiny pinch of salt and some freshly ground black pepper. I'm going to mix that in. Oh, it's cooking up really nicely. Really amazing. I bet you can't wait to taste this. I wish you could. If you make it at home, you can certainly taste it. Okay, so try it at home. Right? It's very easy, and it's a great accompaniment for an entree, as a side dish with some kind of meat or chicken dish, or if you're a vegetarian, maybe like a tempeh or tofu dish. So this is really delicious, cooked up like that. Some people like it slightly firm, but I really like it well cooked, so it's nice and soft. You can see there's this amazing juice at the bottom. And if you want, you can also thicken it up, the sauce, if you would prefer. That's perfectly fine too. And I like to use, when I thicken sauces up, to use something called arrowroot, which is a root that you could buy ground up, or you can grind it out yourself, that is fantastic for thickening, and also it is wheat-free for those who are allergic to wheat. Okay, it looks like it's just about done. It's bubbling really nicely. Wow, this is really, smells really good. All right, I think we're about done. I'm going to take it off. Just about to take it off the stove top. Just giving it a few more minutes to make sure that this is nice and cooked and soft. So that's the way I like it. Okay. Okay. I'm going to take it off now and put it on the serving platter. Oh my, this looks delicious. Mmm. Mm. Yum. Wow, let me smell it. Mmm. Wow, this looks really good. Let me taste it. It's hot. Yum. Try this at home. You'll love it.